fucking are you, bro?
Hello everybody, welcome back to Spanish Tank Models. And this is kind of an odd video, not a model video or whatnot. It's a Lego based video on some of the Lego builds of armored vehicles that I've made in either the past month, year, or day, along with figures I have lying around. This is going to be also a series I'll make of certain nations from World War II, modern, or World War One, that I've made out of Lego or have bought from certain companies like Kobe, Arms, Brickmania, or whatever, or even Amazon. So let's start the video off with the one in the middle. The I can't pronounce the name right. All I know is that's the Barkolov I-16 it's a Russian biplane. That's what this is. I can't pronounce it correctly. Well, let's start with the middle one. So this right here is the Polikarpov I-153 Chaikia, which is a Russian biplane used in World War II. Saw service from 1939 to 1941 when it fought in the defense of Moscow and against Japanese fighters in Manchuria. I wanted to make this plane as well as I wanted to make a Lego plane. And why not make a simple one as this? What pillows? There are no pillows there. I have a temporary fighter pilot, which is just some guy from Little City. The seat also. The seat also can't stand still. There's nothing holding it. Besides that, I had to look at reference photos of the real vehicle and what other people have made, as some of this was kind of hard to make from reference. One such thing was this back part. I didn't know how to make it. Luckily, there are many reference photos, and luckily, one of them helped. We have a pretty good Russian plane. If you look at it from this way, there's glass right there, and also the little sights. Let's look out back of it. Then the front with the engine cover, and then side right there. Now the wings are not the exact same white, as I didn't have many. Also, they're not pointed from there. Kind of hard to try to get that. On the back, on the bottom, there's kind of nothing besides this snub, the machine guns, and the landing gear. I tried to simulate the grabbing handles by adding this on both sides. Different colors, obviously. Propellers. Well, so I can hit it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, as that popped off, you can also, if you just remove the wings, let's turn this into the I-16. Because technically, the biplane was just adding the I-16. To me, this looks like the same, so you can also make the I-16 out of this, by just removing the biplane part. Spins pretty good. Swooshable. Pretty nice. Off in the distance it goes. A Russian hero. Sort of in the distance. Next up is my BA-20. This is my first actual historically accurate armored car. And I moved the figure along with the flag. You can see how everything is. It's kind of a struggle having to make this bottom part. Again, had to use reference photos. Luckily, there was one that they used these slope parts. Luckily, I had them from a Star Wars kit that I got twice because they didn't know they already had it, so I just used it from that. The wheels I have a bag of some random Lego parts that someone gave me. I used the rubber part that some of them had, and I used 2 round base plates so I can simulate that part because I could not find anything that could have simulated that. I mean, rolls pretty well. For the spare wheel, I used a longer pillar piece, and it's connected to a little distant. Yeah, the back parts of the things are just random colors. No one will see them. Luckily, I had a Lego car base, so that was really helpful that I had that. Top part just like, I don't know, front mirrors. I don't know how this armored car works. All I know is that these are the doors. And I also try to simulate the radio antenna part of it. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. It's breaking everything today. I totally didn't throw that. The radio antenna part of this, as I would have said if this didn't break. That didn't break though. The turret, I found a tutorial how to make it. Looks pretty good actually. You can just see the inside just basically hollowed out, sort of. I would want to make this that the gun's facing a little bit lower. Might make that a modification in the future. It moves smoothly, the turret. Yeah. Custom made machine gun thing, I guess. The front is just the radiator, everything else, headlights. And to simulate, because if you look up pictures of a BA-20, it has this really weird rod in the middle of it. So I try to simulate that the best I can by using just a Lego rod piece and just a bunch of hinges. Faulty wheel. Nah, it still works. The flag I bought from Brickmania. Because I bought a set of track links. And I wanted white flag as well. So I bought the flag. The minifigure is my interpretation for a Russian officer. I do not have any Russian officer or any more khaki uniforms. So I have this. And I bought the pistol off of Amazon. Because who the hell is going to stop me? It's a pretty good armored car, I'd say. And now this rolls off into the distance. Next up is the Colby T-3485. I bought this at a tank museum that I went to in Massachusetts. It's a pretty nice tank, I'd say. Fairly really good price. I, in fact, have the instruction book right here. It's the historical collection. 273 parts. Pad printed, no stickers. It's the 1/48 scale. They also had the Sherman, and I think they also had the 48 scale Sherman. Wish they had the Churchill 48 scale. I definitely would have gone to that one. Shows on the back the 135th scale, T-30-45, along with the 48th scale Sherman, Panther, and Tiger. It's a pretty good tank. Turret moves 360. Row moves up and down. It has the best depression on the side. So when going on hills, it can snipe down anyone who's below mountain ridges, taking out those damn German mountaineers. On the back, it's just a standard Soviet T-34 layout. The grill right there, back, and then basically just a shit ton of fuel cans. Cause this tank goes pretty fast. We do not know how long we'll be in Berlin, so we better stock up on fuel cans, cause those damn Germans won't give us anything. I don't know what this is, or that. They came with the kit. Driver's hatch, if I can open it. Nothing, great. Machine gun, and the top hatch won't open, but has, I'd say, really good printing. Well, that was a T-30-45. Also, wheels are really good. Falls off in the distance. A Russian hero. A little bit more, maybe. That's good. Now, like the Kobe one, I didn't build this. I bought it, or someone else bought it for me. It's my only Brickmania Russian kit. It's the Brickmania Gaz AAA, or AAA. AAA and AAA, same thing. Well, you've probably seen Brickmania make a review on this, or seen many other people, so it's just a standard thing. It's just a truck. Easy to build. That's basically it. It's easy to build. And yeah. They also made an instruction book version of this, and the only difference is it doesn't have this one. These ones on the side. It's a different color, and this part's a wood color. But I bought the kit that had the steel color. I put some 2 figures in the back to my Russian, an officer, and a submachine gunner. My DAC machine gun kit crate. And then I have my Brickmania bought Russian Rifleman with perfect caliber PPS H41. I don't remember the price of this kit. It was like $50. Oh. It's a good kit. Fairly cheap, and you can use it for a lot of things. You can even form into a Japanese, because I know there's a trunk that looks exactly like this one. Off in the distance we go. For Mother Russia. This is the final build of the Russians I have. The T-38 amphibious tank. Now this one I built from a tutorial, and shout out to the guy. I'll leave his link in the YouTube description. I've seen his videos. He makes amazing Lego builds of World War II and modern. I gotta say, they're pretty cool. So I built this one because I couldn't, for the love of me, find out how to build this front gas. So I looked up videos, found this guy's, and I just built the entire thing from him. Thanks to him, I have a T-38. Now, if you look up pictures of this tank, it is real small. I'm 5'5". I'm probably the size of the tank. And if you compare with a 1/35th scale Lego minifigure, he only reaches to the fenders or above it. So it's not the exact size of it, but it was really, he did his amazing job on this. And thanks to him, now I have this. The turret is really good. It cannot move 360, not because he's standing there, it's because this guy's blocking the tank from going any further. The only trouble I had with this was this bottom part, because I didn't have enough of these, so I had to use these. And yeah, I brought the Brickmania track links. And yes, this can move. Well, once I can move, this one's kind of stuck. Kind of, but I mean, let's just look at this side. Okay, not good. You can see it's a variation of light and dark gray. Because I could not also for the living find the exact same color. I used a lot of my dark gray and light gray pieces to make this small little tank. I'm not going to destroy this to make a smaller version of it because it was my first tank that I built historically accurately, how the actual pictures of this thing looks. And I love it, so I won't destroy this. More or less, one day, buy a bunch of pieces off of Bricklink or something. Or have to make a camouflage or something. Just find another way to do this. I used a lot. I might try to hollow out the inside. Or maybe not. It was just a bunch of plates. I just used a lot of plates to make this. I'd say it was worth it though. Propeller go burn. Finally, the rest of the figures that weren't already on the kits that you saw. Well, we'll have a Russian machine gunner with a DP-28 and an American khaki M1 plot. Hat and machine gun bought from Amazon, who were from Bricklink. So yeah. Next one is a female soldier for Stalingrad with a PPSH and a Russian winter hat. Can't pronounce it either. I just used I didn't have any other khaki parts basic parts. And there are no sticker packs for the Russian winter uniforms from Brickmania. And I couldn't print it because I don't have a color printer. So, as I'm fixing this. So I just had to use this. Best I can do, really. And finally, I have a World War I Russian Rifleman from Brickmania. And I painted his rifle to look better. There's some black and gray mixed together, and also some silver for the little stock right there. For the reload system. It's a pretty good figure that Brickmania made. Props to Lando who made this. Pretty good. Totally not cracking. It's a good figure. I don't think the face isn't 3D printed, but the torso is. The rest of the figures were a tanker and a rifleman on the T-38, an officer on the BA-10, a temporary pilot on the airplane, and a rifleman, officer, and submachine gunner on the Gas AAA. Were the other figures, but these are the other ones who didn't have a standalone vehicle. Because I don't have any World War I Russian, no mock, and I have no other vehicle who this would go with. That was my video on my Lego Russian collection of World War II vehicles and World War I figure. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button and subscribe if you aren't already, and hit that bell notification because I'll hopefully start posting 2 videos a week. And I hope you enjoyed this video and a quick rundown of each vehicle: the T-38, the Gas AAA, World War I Rifleman, biplane, submachine gunner and machine gunner, BA-10, and the T-34-85. Thanks again. Thank you for watching. Signing off. Peace.